Say what's cracking, YouTube. Y'all already know how this gonna go. It's your boy 16 to life. Yard down. And today, I ain't got no story. I'm gonna do what I call free Game Friday. And I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna try to just drop a little science, I know back in the days when I was like first starting to hit the block, I used to look forward to. I had a few big homies, man, and my uncle Dre, rest in peace, and a few other big homies of mine who we would look forward. We used to call it kicking some game. We go around them, hey homie, kick some game. And basically what that term meant was, bless us with some knowledge that's gonna help us survive and be successful out in these streets. Some took it to heart, some didn't. In my heart of hearts, I honestly believe that paying attention to a lot of the things that I was told and taught helped me, survive on the streets and help me make it also in the pen. Because if a person give you some knowledge that's gonna make you successful or make you have a higher percentage in surviving in whatever type of field you participate in, why wouldn't you listen? And I feel that's one thing that's lost on the youth today is people are not giving them the right information. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that for me, it would be wrong to get on here, talk about these prison experiences, give these prison stories, my music, which could seemingly like I'm glorifying a type of life, and not get these youngsters the other side of the game. You know what I'm saying? So for those of y'all who interested, this is what this is going to be about today. Now, and for the most part, people who leave comments in my page, all the comments be positive, you know what I'm saying? They be upbeat, and I really appreciate it. Of course, if you got a difference of opinion, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? I like everything to be diverse, but cats who come with, and I honestly ain't had more than, I would say, 4 or 5 cats who come with these weird, disrespectful stuff. I'm not even gonna answer to that. I'm not even gonna bite on that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my get down. I'm not just to be, doing no internet beefing or whatever the shit is, because I'm just, like I say, I'm from a different generation. I'm not just to get into all that. Also, keep in mind this here. About 4-5 years ago this time, I was stuck in prison doing a life sentence. They had me dead and buried. When I first hit the pen in 96, the word was if you had life, even if you had life with the possibility of parole, you was never ever coming home. You know what I'm saying? And for a long time, I thought that I was never coming home. So I'm just saying all this to say that, man, the dudes with the negative comments, y'all can't kill my joy, because y'all don't know the struggle that I walked through. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, walking off all that time in the prison, I'm rich right now. I'm rich as a motherfucker, even without $1 in my pocket, because I'm out. I'm back. I got my freedom back. I'm with my loved ones, and I can renew my life. So, y'all with the negative comments, you really just wasting your time. You're really just practicing, because you're never going to be able to get me riled up. But anyway, moving forward. So something I want to address, and I'm not addressing anybody in particular, because dudes, no matter how clear a person would try to say something, there's always people who will take it. Oh, he was talking about this person. He was talking about that person. I am not talking about nobody in particular. All I'm saying is there's a saying that I hear that's quite popular with some of these youngsters out here, a lot of them. And when I was in comments with one on my page about a week or two ago, he even left a comment in my page. And basically the phrase is stay dangerous. Now, when I hear that phrase, what I'm thinking about stay strapped, keep the gun on you, be aggressive, bust first, don't give a motherfucker a break. You got to stay dangerous in these streets. So basically what I'm hearing stay within all the parameters that's going to lead you right to prison, or possibly play a part in you losing your life out here in these streets. So I wouldn't tell a cat to stay dangerous, man. I'd tell a cat to stay smart. If you got to be in an area where you feel you need to be strapped and armed to be in that area, my thing is don't even go to that area, because first and foremost, we already know, it ain't no secret, the courts is not playing with black people, especially in California. You go to California for some type of violent crime, you go to the courts in California for some type of violent crime, and especially a murder, they finna give your ass so much time, you gonna be ready to lay down and die right there. Now see, I got lucky. I got sentenced under the old laws, but so I got sentenced back in the days when you could catch a murder. You could get 16 years with half time. Attempted murder, you could take 7 years with half time, be home in 3. But now the laws didn't change, man, and they giving out insane amounts of time for crime. So, I'm trying to get cats to understand that the streets is nothing to play with. Every day you hop out in the streets, every day you go out there and you hit the streets with the intention to break the law. You got to get away. You got to avoid. Now it's cameras everywhere. Then it's these snitches. I like to call them walking cameras. I like to call them verbal GoPros. These motherfuckers is gonna tell. Like I say, I went to jail in 90. I got arrested in 94. It was no cell phones. It wasn't no internet. Nowadays, these dudes is putting up everything you do. You can't even whoop a motherfucker's ass good without 10 people recording it and putting the shit up on the internet, not necessarily knowing that they uploading an assault. They're playing a part in you getting captured and caught. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker definitely gotta stay smart, man. You gotta think, you definitely gotta think. And like I was saying, every day you hit the street with the intention to do something wrong, you gotta get away from the police every single day. The police only gotta catch you one time. You know what I'm saying? So each time you throw a rock at the penitentiary, your percentages of getting caught increases. You know what I'm saying? And I know that by being in the street at one point in time in my life, every time you get away with something, it gives us more power in thinking that we can't be caught. And that's not necessarily gonna always happen. A dude told me a long time ago, when you out there hustling in the street, the first thing you supposed to do is stack some money for a lawyer. These dudes is running around here with these foreign whips and all these chains on and probably ain't even got enough money to put up to get a lawyer in the event they was to get cracked. And also, you gotta have an end game. You can't sell dope. You can't gang bang. You can't do none of that shit forever. Like I said, I was going out of state to Montana. I had $1 million spot, but I was young. I wasn't thinking about the future. I'm getting this money. I'm buying chains. I'm gambling like crazy. Just doing whatever, just having a ball. Not realizing that, every day I step out on the street, every time I sell more dope, my name is ringing. Now not only am I hot, and I gotta stay down, but I gotta worry about everybody in my circle staying down and not telling, and then everybody that I'm dealing with and selling dope to. You think the dope fiend that's gonna get caught for $20, if they talking about giving him 2-3 years as opposed to giving up the main dude, you think he gonna stay down? So it's a lot of things, man, that these youngsters don't realize out here, and I'm trying to give y'all a little game and make y'all think, it's always going to be a time to shine, stack your bread, man. Fuck all that flossing with all these fly whips. Because another thing, all that's going to do, it's going to make a motherfucker want to get you. Now you got to watch out for the police and you got to watch out for these thirsty ass dudes out here. So now you running around with all this gold on your neck, you putting up in these foreign whips. People get jealous, man. So now you staying strapped in the event that a dude run up on you, you finna to bust him, you finna to bust on him, you finna to lay him down. You ain't going for nobody taking your jewelry and taking shit you didn't work hard for, but you don't realize now you got a case. The police don't want to hear nothing about no self-defense and all this bullshit in California when you out there in the streets and you might have a record or whatever, man. I'm just telling you, it's rough, man. And dudes don't understand that when you jeopardizing and you risking your health and your freedom, man, and your life, it's a whole lot that goes into it, and I very rarely see cats on here, man, kicking game, advising, because we got a lot of brothers out here in the streets, man, and to keep it real, we harming each other. We hurting each other. We killing each other, man. I mean, if you not doing something, whatever you out there doing in them streets, if it's not beneficial for you and your future, then, I mean, why are we doing it? You know what I'm saying? And I can't talk bad on, I had met some dudes who was in the pen with me, and we had to go to what was called L-Top. L-Top was basically like these self-help groups. Some of these gangbangers now were getting these self-help groups. They'd get this information, they change their life. Then they'd get all, they get all uppity. Couldn't stand gang members, look down on them. You know what I'm saying? But how can you look down on a person that used to be you 5 or 10 years ago? Don't look down on them. Try to give them some knowledge and help them see that where they going is a dead end. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't look down on cats who used to be in a position that I was in. I wish somebody had gave me the game way back then, and I wouldn't have had to spend all that time of my life in prison, man. Keep in mind, now when you in prison and you doing life, or you got a gang of time and your loved ones pass away, you're not going to the funeral. In California, you're not going to the funeral. You got a life sentence or you got a gang of time, you're not going to the funeral. Now, you call yourself out there trying to protect your family at a point. Say a motherfucker come past there, he slapped your sister. He disrespect your mama. You locked up with 25 years. How you gonna how you gonna protect them and save them now? You know what I'm saying? So the best way to protect your family is to be there with them, not out of their presence, you know. So like I say, I'm just trying to give cats a little bit of game, man, because this shit gets wicked out here, you know what I'm saying? And so the best way to protect them is to be around your family. Also, like I was saying, man, as far as throwing rocks at the penitentiary, you know, every day we out in the streets, we doing this illegal stuff. You know, the police is looking to get our ass. And like I said, they only got to catch us once, you know. So for these cats out here, man, that's hustling big time and stuff, ain't even got no money put up. You know, what's your plan? What's your plans for the future in terms of getting out of this stuff? You know, like I said, it's always going to be time to floss, man. Stack your bread, you know, have a goal. Okay, once I reach maybe X amount of dollars, $100,000 or whatever, I'm out of here. You know, like I say, in this stage and game of life, the information age, when everything we need is at the touch of our fingers on the cell phones, we should have something figured out, man. You know, have a business, have a goal, have a plan in mind. So then once you get out and you getting your bread legal, now you can floss on them. Now you can pull up in that whip. You know what I'm saying? But we have to start, you know, thinking about our future, man. You know, like gang banging. What are we getting out of it? You know, how is it benefiting us? I done all this time, right? I came home. Now, had it not been for my cousin James and a few good homies, I would have had nothing. You know, I'm starting from zero. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting from the bottom. Get out of the pen in my late 40s with nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. No bread, no place to go. You know what I'm saying? No job. You know, but people ain't telling y'all this, man. You know, so like I say, it would be. I feel I would be doing cats a disservice if I didn't give them the game. You know, I didn't give them the game. Now, of course, the majority of the cats ain't gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna have to find out the hard way. But it might be a few out there that realize, man, you know, sitting wasting your time in the penitentiary is not the business, man. The food is horrible. Ain't no pussy up in there. I don't mess with boys. I don't fuck with boys. So you know what I'm saying? Man, you understand just the small things in life. Being away from women, being able to taste orange juice, certain little things like that, you know, they mean a lot. And so, you know, cats got to understand, man, these are all the things that we forfeit and throw away when we out there risking, you know, risking our lives and our freedoms for the small things in life, man, you know, because at the end of the day, all that shit is small if you can't enjoy it to the fullest, you know. But when you grinding and you making it legally, you can enjoy it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? So y'all think about that, man. I'm just kicking a little game for those of y'all that's interested. You know, every Friday I'm gonna do this, man. Every Friday I'm gonna call it Free Game Friday. You know, soak the game up, man. Take it for what it's worth, use it, and run with it. Y'all stay safe, man. Oh, resume normal program.